Welcome to Happy Hour, inexplicably starring me. Why? Anyway, like last week, we are answering some questions from viewers that we received via email. If you have a question, email me at cocktailhotline@gmail.com, and I will do my best to answer those questions about cocktails. Or albums. I can make album recommendations. My strong suits are kind of like vintage pop rock, pretty good in the soul, R&B, jazz strength, pretty good too. If you want to talk about hip hop, that's really going to have to be between like 85 and like 2002. That's just where my center of knowledge is there. If you have any advice for me in that area, you can email that to me as well. Any albums I should check out. I always like to learn new things. But yeah, instruments, if you want to talk about instruments, you can email me about that too, I guess. Movies, I'm pretty good with movies, especially like sci-fi, especially in that golden era, like 1980s, like 82, like that was a really good year. Carpentry's out. Oh, mechanics, like I'm pretty good with a wrench, so if you have any car questions, I might be able to help out. Maybe if you have any like relationship questions, I don't know that all I'd be able to do is share my experience. Talk about like where I've succeeded, where I've seen that I've failed, like what my roles were in the failures of certain parts of relationships, both romantic and otherwise, really. I mean, because when you're talking about relationships, it's not all kissing and hugging, you know. Sometimes it's friendship, and sometimes it's a working relationship, and you know, sometimes, you know, it's not everything else happening to you. Sometimes it's you and you need to look in the mirror. So if you want to talk about that, I'll talk about that too. But mainly, let's keep the cocktails. We have another email, and I will read it. It goes as follows. Hey, Spencer. I'm hosting a small brunch gathering at my house in a couple of weeks, and I want to offer a light, tasty brunch cocktail to my guests. Any suggestions? This comes from Brenda Farnsworth in Elliott, Maine. Elliott, Maine. The jewel of the southern tip of Maine. So hidden gem. So Brenda, thanks for writing. I appreciate that. And yes, so brunch cocktails. You probably don't want to get right into it at brunch, right? I mean, that's not like happy hour mark. You're starting the day out. Maybe you're gonna have a lazy Sunday or something like that. So you want to offer something light, likely, right? So what do people normally have? They'll have a Bloody Mary, because that's kind of like a combo, like savory, boozy situation. Bloody Mary is always a good choice. Obviously, mimosas are a good choice because that's also light and bubbly and refreshing. And you just put, you know, it's just orange juice with sparkling wine in it, so it's easy to make. So what I would suggest for a batch cocktail will be a take on a mimosa, and I'm going to show you how to make a Campari mimosa. In a wine glass containing some ice, please add the following ingredients. 2 ounces of Campari. Do we know what Campari is? It's Italian tasty juice is what it is. It's a low ABV, 24% alcohol per volume, bitter aperitif. It's also beautifully red, or pinkish red, or whatever. It's a nice color, as you can see, because there it is. And then we're gonna take OJ, the beverage. And how much is that? I don't know. Use your best judgment. So this part you could batch together. What you want to do, actually I do have the measurements here. You want to use 1 ounce of Campari for every 3 ounces of OJ was the ratio that I found, where you can taste the Campari and the OJ and no one overpowers the other one. So if you're batching this, just keep that ratio in mind. 1 ounce 1 ounce Campari to every 3 ounces of OJ. And that's the part you can batch. So you can just have a pitcher and pour it in, give people a glass with ice, they can pour it in there. And then the last step here would be to check out this trashy move with a lighter. Opa! Top it off with some sparkling wine. We have this says sparkling wine on it. This must be the place. There you go. Then you get your bubbles happening. This is going great. And then, where am I at? You could do an orange slice, or I find to be a little more effective, just the rind. There it is. Mimosa, but your friends will think you're awesome. This has been Happy Hour, brought to you by Maine Spirits. You can learn more about this cocktail and many other cocktails at mainspirits.com. You can download their app, their new app for your smartphone, a smart move. Why, what to buy, where to buy it, and what to do with it once you get it. You can follow them on Instagram at Maine_spirits. But no matter what you do, please drink deliciously and responsibly.